Okay, hi guys. Welcome to 30ish.
Remember like when Celine Dion like made like that semi-pro
Shay's already drunk, by the way.
I've only had,
Welcome
like,
to the show.
7 beers. It's fine.
Oh,
hey, Dom.
Dominic. What a perfect one to join on. Oh,
Sweet
one of our
baby Dom.
one of our favorite little
How
people
are you?
and coworkers is on the live.
Let's go. You sweet baby boy.
Okay.
No, but seriously,
true.
how are you?
Yeah.
It's good to hear your words.
To hear them and see them typed out on the screen.
On the screen.
Well, welcome to 30ish.
Yes.
I hope you guys liked our intro.
Yes.
If you don't know why we were playing Titanic, it's because on the IG Live I was just
This is
showcasing
America.
my outfit that I purposely chose to wear today because I found a box of my shit. Actually, I didn't find it. I just unpacked it finally. I've had it for the last couple weeks. And it had a treasure trove of all sorts of things, like this shirt. This shirt I used to wear in high school. I didn't get it in 1998, so I guess I'm not that legit, but I do have it, and it's mine. And then I have this hat, and so I was like, how 30ish could I be? So I'm just going to wear a shirt
I didn't even see that before.
Shirt from my box every week.
Giggity.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Shirts from your box. Do you guys have shirts in your box?
I mean, some of us
I
do.
hope not.
Yes.
Anyway, hi Shay. Hi friends.
And you're right, Leo should have won a Grammy. And yes, this is Penelope.
Oh yes, this is Shay's puppy. If you're watching, also, if you're listening, we have Shay's puppy.
Yes, this is
in her lap.
Penelope.
Penelope is another. Oh, Penelope.
Penelope.
Yes. Her ears are the cutest.
Isn't she?
Oh, she is.
I would die for her.
We're doing great. We're eating saltine crackers.
Yes, I'm not pregnant though. Even though I was just pregnant with this little one.
Shay, you just gave birth to your dog.
I did. Look at this.
Give it a second.
Oh look, my sister-in-law just joined, and she's in the fucking living room.
What's up, girl? So speaking of Shay's sister-in-law, Crystal, she helped us make these drinks today.
It's true.
They're peach tea. I forget the delicious brand that she told me that it was. It's from LA and it's delicious.
I was kind of hoping she was gonna like yell in the
and
background.
Then you should just type it.
Yeah,
type it in. Type
there
it in.
is.
Waffles and whip.
Not just fuckers. Thank you.
It's fuckers tea and it's from LA. It's delicious. It's peach tea, and then we blended it up with a bunch of frozen peaches, as per her suggestion, with vodka that I made it pretty boozy too.
You did.
I tried to make Shay's less, but I failed.
You didn't.
I failed.
It's good.
And
you missed it, Crystal. It's done.
She's gonna have to rewatch.
You're gonna have to
see
rewatch
the Titanic.
I mean, in 90s terms, you have to rewind the tape.
Rewind the tape,
Rewind
bitch. That's right. Yeah, and then we put champagne on it. Yeah. So cheers.
Oh.
Cheers. Look at all these. Cheers, little Penelope.
Yes.
Penelope. Yeah, so I found a box of old shit. What did you do the last week or so?
I mean, we
both had a little weird fucking something.
I mean, I went to like
you probably had food poisoning. I just had a weird virus that wasn't COVID.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I went to like a fucking nail salon, and then I had a glass of wine. Nope. And then I was in 1992.
And
it was great.
I woke up.
Yeah, and then I just thought I was going to die, and I didn't die, and then now I'm here.
You think you were, like, fumigated from the fumes?
Maybe.
Just kidding. No.
Their Costco wine, their Kirkland, like, blend went bad.
It was, like, extra fermented.
Yeah, but that's pretty
botulism.
The most exciting thing that happened to me.
It was in a jar.
Yeah. Nothing else. Like, just working and shit.
Just working and twerking.
Working and twerking.
Well,
what'd
you roll?
Twerking.
What'd you roll? Yeah. For your topic. Do you even know?
Paranormal.
Do you know that we're on a podcast, Shay?
Paranormal.
Are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous?
I get nervous on airplanes.
Are you?
Yeah.
What else does he say? It's a Lil Wayne song.
Oh, I don't know that song.
I heard the blank you with is with you, and I said, hell yeah, hell yeah. You know that song? Okay.
No.
Anyways, what did you roll?
Paranormal.
You did?
Yeah.
Did I roll paranormal? Because I definitely did paranormal.
I thought you rolled food. We should rewind the tape and see what we actually...
Did I roll food? Well, it's not about food today. This is a 30-ish first.
Let's see if we can spit it.
What if you... Did I roll food?
I guarantee you I rolled paranormal and you rolled food and you were like, oh, this is the time that I'm gonna... Should I do it? And you're like... I was like, I don't know. And you're like, I should do it. And I was like, all right. So...
Well, this is gonna be food for the soul. Okay? That's what mine is about. Well,
perfect.
I didn't do food, but I might have rolled it. And I really thought I rolled paranormal. Maybe I just really wanted to explore the paranormal with you.
Maybe. You
I was jealous. I wanted another double roll.
I kind of...
Does my elbow taste good? You like my weenus? She is just licking away at my weenus.
She does like weenuses. So, just... So
don't we all?
I mean, well...
Not all of us, actually, don't like weenuses.
No.
That's for sure.
Sometimes... I mean, honestly, more women should not like weenuses right now. Just go for that
True.
full taco.
Just, I mean, the full Monty.
The full bean burrito.
I mean, if that's what floats your boat, you can do whatever you want.
Whatever doesn't.
And that's the power of being who you are. Of being able to choose and to be who you are. Not choose. What?
Okay.
Who knows?
We need to leave.
Do you guys remember my Titanic shirt? And my yin yang hat? My yin yang twins?
I mean, you're pretty on brand for fucking
I know. Today. I was like, I'm just gonna fucking... I'm gonna rock it today. I'm gonna tuck it into my high-waisted jeans for the Gen Zers.
You're doing it right.
I'm doing it just for them and for my body.
There it is.
My body. My body. My body. Wait, what's that song?
That one.
You guys know that song about your body? Your body is a what? How many songs are there about bodies?
At least 47.
If we're talking bodies, probably like 1,000.
It's true.
Think about all the languages that songs about bodies could be in. Ooh, I kind of like this. Anyway, okay.
Okay.
Are we doing this?
No, we should go.
All right, we gotta go.
Let's move on.
All right. It's been 25 minutes. Bye.
Let's do this thing.
Get situated, Sally.
I'm gonna like go back and like edit this, and I'm like, what the fuck was I doing?
I know you might.
It's gonna be fine.
No, you're fine. All right, guys. We did find out that I, in fact, rolled a free roll. So technically, I could have rolled paranormal.
She's
I
in the
could have rolled food.
She's in the clear.
But I'm safe.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck up the show. I don't have to quit. I'm not fired. We're good.
It's all fine.
Everything is awesome.
Let's do this.
In the words of the Legos. Okay, so I decided to do paranormal. Do you like sitting like that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I do.
I love staring at the side of your face.
I feel like we're
I feel like I need to record to show you guys how
we're the epitome of like a Devo CD cover. Just you're facing this way and I'm facing this way, and it's great.
Yeah, that wasn't a picture that I took.
Okay, perfect. That's great.
Okay, so
did you fart, Penelope?
Fuck. Paranormal. Okay, so guys, today I'm getting paranormal with you. Mm-hmm. Did I tell you that yet? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Today we're going to be talking about Earth's energy vortexes, which is a little scientific, but it's little out there, a little paranormal for some peeps.
I'm into that. All right.
Because it's
hit me with that science.
You know. Okay, ready for this? Okay, here we go. So, have you ever traveled somewhere and without any clear explanation of reason why you just felt different? It made you feel more at ease, more connected, more energized.
Every single day.
Holy.
Every single day.
Well, you could have been in an energy vortex. Okay. Or you could have been high. But you might have been...
Or both. Or both.
The former? Would that be the former or the latter? That would be the former, correct?
Correct.
Because I said it first.
Yes.
Perfect.
100%.
Here I go, 30-ish. Here we are. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it turns out that there's dozens and probably hundreds of energy vortexes around the world. Mm-hmm. And the feelings that people experience there are definitely very real, but they're kind of unexplained by science somewhat. Mm-hmm. At least certain experiences people may have there.
Okay. That's fair.
But science does explain that these, in fact, places on Earth do have different energy fields than other places and normal places other places on Earth.
Okay. What?
Other normal places. Okay, so let's talk about what a vortex is. Okay, you guys know what a vortex is. It can be a lot of things. It could be it's basically a pattern that can be visualized as like gas or liquid spinning around into an imaginary axis into its little vortex cone. Like some examples include DNA pattern, black holes, spiral galaxies, tornadoes, hurricanes, cyclones, dust devils, and simply water going down the drain. You guys know what a vortex is.
You know how you do that? You know how you talk to your grandma?
Remember my thing about Abraham Hicks? Remember my episode about him? Didn't we do an episode on him?
No.
We did. About the channeling. Is the lady that channeled shit.
Yes, you are right.
Well, they have a vortex that they talk about, but it's a little different. Anyway, it does have to do with energy somewhat. Anyway, so an energy vortex is a specific location on Earth that acts as a swirling center of energy, and it contains more earthly energy than a normal place would. Mm-hmm. And this can be scientifically shown, like I said.
Okay.
One common belief in regard to the energy vortexes is that they exist at intersections of what they call ley lines, and this is not scientific study, but this is like it's basically random lines of natural energy that make up the Earth's electromagnetic field. Okay. But it's not easily able, it's not like lines of latitude and longitude. It's not like that. It's not
like a map. I'm a map.
It's not
I'm
really,
a map. I'm a map.
But some say that you can map things out with these ley lines, with these energy lines, basically.
The secret vortexes.
It's the theory is that important monuments that are running on a kind of like energy highway that connects them, and like in the 1920s, this one amateur archaeologist noticed these lines that connected ancient sites in certain areas of the United Kingdom, and then later people expanded upon this and noticed that maybe a lot of these other ancient, like, crazy sacred sites, like pyramids and stuff like that, also intersected on these kinds of lines. And so it's not really, it's a pseudoscience, they say.
Okay.
But
that's fair.
Nonetheless, some people say they can, like, prove that they're part of our Earth.
Okay. That's fair.
But some people are like, you guys are stupid. But anyways, so here we go. So these energy vortexes have the power to raise our frequency or vibration to a higher level, apparently. And that's actually been scientifically shown, too. Mm-hmm. Some say it can help balance your chakras, which are our own energy centers of our bodies. Yes, if you've ever heard of the chakras.
Can I get a what?
Which are, they can also kind of be scientifically proven in a way too, like your different parts of your body, like
just energy fields,
and it also can allow us the opportunity to heal when we raise our vibration.
Right.
Everything has a vibration.
Right. Everything has a different frequency.
Every emotion has a vibration.
Yes, 100%.
Know what I found out the other day?
What?
Shame has the same vibration or frequency as death. So think about that. Isn't that insane and weird?
Kind of gross.
Isn't that insane?
I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Shame?
Mm-hmm. We should not feel ashamed for anything.
Because you feel dead.
I think it's like shame and fear is like, I don't know if that's, I'm pretty sure it was like a scientific place I saw it.
National Geographic. Totally.
It was Disney Science. They're actually pretty right.
100%.
They actually know what their shit. Okay, anyways. So, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but churches, temples, and sacred sites all have different vortexes, of these energy vortexes, varying qualities, numbers, and strength. And I don't know, have you ever, like, I know you know this. We went to that place up in the Buddhist temple up in Fort Collins, and like there is a different energy you feel when you are crazy there, and that you feel that way. Like when I went on that in that church on Colfax that one day, it was like, holy shit, where am I?
Struck it down.
When you go to fucking the Vatican, I'm sure you can feel some things. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's definitely different.
And in the most well-built temples and churches, naturally occurring energy vortexes are enhanced and become more powerful, actually. And this was like kind of, I guess back in the day, even done kind of on purpose too, which is kind of crazy. So in churches, the combination of the geometry, measurements, and earth energies, such as like water veins and different like fault lines, they create more powerful vortexes and healing energies. And they can fucking test that shit. Many vortexes are reported to bring feelings of peace, harmony, balance, and tranquility, while others are believed to promote personal reflection, deep insight, and a clear mind. Others still act as a powerful center of physical and emotional rejuvenation. And one thing common to almost all energy vortexes is their ability to make the visitors feel more connected to themselves or to something greater.
That's
fair. #paranormal.
That's fair.
Okay, so let's talk about some of these sacred sites a little bit, shall we?
We shall.
Okay, so first up is Glastonbury, England, where the huge fucking music festival is that everyone loves and goes to. All the people, all the good people. I don't even know what that is. It's in England. It's Glastonbury, England.
Glastonbury, okay.
I'm probably saying it wrong. So it's in southwestern England. It's home to several ancient medieval sites.
Okay.
Some of these sites include the Glastonbury Tower, which is a tower on a hill that's tied to legends of King Arthur. Many believe this is the site of Avalon, which is the island on which King Arthur's sword Excalibur was forged.
Yes.
And given that the Somerset levels often flooded in the Middle Ages, this is more plausible than it sounds, because it was like it was probably an island way back the fucking day.
Right.
So others have asserted that the terraces hide a Neolithic labyrinth or even the Holy Grail. The ruins of Glastonbury Alley are also there, which was a monastery completed in the early 8th century. And also the second most famous Neolithic stone circle in Britain also happens to be the largest, and that's called Avebury, is also there. And so it's it's said to be so spiritual because it's supposed to be where two highways of energy meet and connects 3 different locations, like sacred sites throughout the town. Right. And they give off a meaning of a strong sense of peace and balance. And interestingly enough, as you move from the first vortex to the middle vortex to the final vortex, the feeling of energy is said to move upward in your body from your stomach to your heart to your head. Isn't that crazy?
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, if you've ever been there, let us know. Or if you live there, give us a shout.
Give us a tiny shout.
Next up is Sedona, Arizona. A lot of people have heard of this place.
This is a big fucking thing there. So vortexes.
It's a popular destination for rejuvenating retreats, thanks to its red rock structures. There's also a bunch of spas and wellness centers there because of these beautiful red rocks and the energy healing they bring.
Yes.
The canyons and forests make up the landscape, making it one of the best destinations for hiking, biking, camping, and outdoor activities.
Into that.
Okay, so Sedona is, as a whole, is considered an energy vortex, but also 4 specific locations within it are said to especially be like extra energy charged. And those 4 places are Airport Mesa, Cathedral Rock, Bell Rock, and Boynton Canyon.
Okay.
Boynton. Bowenton Canyon. Each radiating its own particular energy. Yeah, that's what it is. I fucked up. So Sedona is also regarded as a place sacred and powerful. It's basically a cathedral without walls is what it's known as.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's Stonehenge not yet assembled.
Oh, okay.
And
it's like Atlantis not yet sunken.
People travel across the globe to experience its natural cosmic forces.
Sedona? I don't think I've ever been to Sedona.
It's fucking beautiful, and the red rocks are no joke.
I mean...
And some of these rocks, like some of the four really special ones, they're thought to produce energy flowing upward, while others, the energy spirals downward entering the earth. So it's like you feel
all the cosmic shit.
A bunch of crazy shit's happening. Okay? So if you've been to Sedona, Arizona, have you felt weird? You felt good? Why. If you felt rejuvenated?
Why?
That is why. Okay, next up is Esvedra, Ibiza, Spain.
Ooh, look at you.
Okay, Esvedra, I don't know if that's how you say it, I'm sorry, is a huge limestone rock that juts out of the Mediterranean Sea. It's off the west coast of the Spanish island of Ibiza. I think that's how you say that technically. I don't know, I probably sound like an idiot. It towers more than 1,300 feet above the sea, and legend has it that it is the rock is the tip of the sunken city of Atlantis.
I believe it.
You guys know about Atlantis? That's for another day.
Oh, that's another paranormal trip. That'd be a good one.
The rock has a powerful magnetic field which leaves compasses spinning and even birds disoriented. In fact, Shay,
learn about that in the Bermuda Triangle.
Third most magnetic spot in the world, only behind the Bermuda Triangle, the magnetic North Pole.
Roasted.
Here we go. Had to keep it in the fam.
That's right.
The Bermuda, Bahama. Hi, little doggy. Esvedra is made of limestone, similar to that of other powerful and energetic spots like the pyramids, Stonehenge, and mine ruins of Tulum. This limestone is believed to hold the maximum possible concentration of energy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which could explain why all four sites are considered to be energy vortexes. Visitors to the rock report having experienced healing, creative and inspiring energy, and powerful meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we got Stonehenge. Okay, one of the world's most famous ancient sites. Its construction dating back nearly 5,000 years ago. There's 100 upright stones arranged in a circular shape, and they're thought to have been a burial site or ceremonial grounds.
Okay.
But, supposedly Stonehenge, if you're into the ley lines, is a meeting place of 14 of them. So that means it's got a lot of shit going on.
Yes.
Making it a powerful energy spot. Because it's believed these lines can be located by connecting ancient spiritual sites like churches. An intersection of 14 of these lines at Stonehenge, which was erected before any of these other sites, is really fascinating because they're like, how did they know that it was going to all connect?
They just fucking
because
knew.
They knew,
obviously. They fucking knew. They had the insider trading. Insider trading.
The aliens told them.
100%.
It was also interesting that historians believe Stonehenge to have once been the burial site, like I said, thereby giving it more spiritual significance. Sorry, I meant to delete that part. Okay, next up we have the Haleakala volcano in Hawaii. Hawaii obviously doesn't have any shortage of natural wonders.
No, they do not.
They don't, Shay. Do you know that? So, southeastern Maui's Haleakala volcano is certainly one of them. Okay. The volcano is referred to as the Haleakala crater. I'm sorry, I am butchering that fucking word.
Haleakala crater.
Because of the erosion in which is eaten away at the top of the volcano over time. But the views of the island from the top are insane. So the volcano is not just home to incredible views. It also has a special energy, and it gives off a frequency that matches the human heart.
Really?
Isn't that weird?
That's kind of crazy.
It allows visitors to feel Maui's energy, one which is nurturing and motherly, giving it the name Mother Maui. Isn't that cool?
That's kind of cool.
Isn't that weird? Like it has the same energy as the human
trippy.
heart.
Yeah, it's kind of trippy. Because we're all connected,
Dude, I'm gonna
Brianna.
I need to crack open this fucking warm-ass Topo Chico and drink it. Because I'm thirsty.
Oh, shit.
That's a big one. You want some?
I knew that was gonna happen.
Dummy. I'm like, I literally just got so fucking thirsty. And then I just exploded this Topo Chico. Is that a towel right there?
Yeah, where?
No, it's not.
Just her tongue. She'll laugh it up. Look at her.
But I got it on my computer, bitch.
Oh. You got
Topo Chico.
Topo Chico.
Sponsor us. Sponsor us. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Where am I at? Oh, the halakaliki maka is the thing to say on a bruh. Okay, so yeah. Mother Maui. There we go.
Okay. Yes.
Here, okay, so next up we got the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. Okay.
All right.
One of the 7 wonders of the fucking world.
God damn
One
it.
of the oldest and largest of the 3 Egyptian pyramids.
Fucking right.
Residing out of El Giza, Egypt. It's the Giza Pyramid. Anyways, okay, so archaeologists used to believe that the pyramids were nothing more than just tombs for the pharaohs. Giant fucking tombs to feed their egos. But now they think that they were actually maybe healing centers or like energy centers for like supplying energy to the cities, and also like places that people could go to literally like heal themselves
for sure
because of the intricacies of the inside and the weird like connections of the other ones on the outside. And
right.
Anyways, all sorts of shit.
That's pretty cool.
So also the Great Pyramids of Giza harness the very sound waves from the inner core of the earth, and you can measure that. Humans can't hear the frequencies, but sound waves are emanating from it. And the Great Pyramid is this flat dab in the center of the Earth's landmass and also acts as a fulcrum. Its design takes advantage of the sound waves pushing out of the inner core into the shafts, where the limestone dampens the low frequencies and allows the highest frequencies to emanate out of the pyramid. The pyramids were also coated in gold, which conducted these high frequencies. And this is why there was such a quest for gold from these ancient civilizations, because it led to power. Like literally.
Literally.
Based on the size of the Pyramid of Giza, a field of free energy was created around the Egyptian cities. And the onks in this field had increased power. And the darker the skin, the higher the frequency a person could conduct because of the melanin. That's actually a true thing, too.
The melanin?
The darker the skin, the higher the frequency you can
I see what you're
conduct
saying.
with energy. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Interesting.
Rods were used to direct this power in a field for the intended purpose. And so, yeah, that's all I had for that. Just the sound waves and the energy healings and
all the things.
Sacred feelings you feel in the fucking pyramids. I bet that's a fucking...
gives you the
fucking energy rush.
Gives you the fucking goosey bumps.
Next up is Mount Shasta in California. Have you ever heard of this place?
No.
Well, it is a snowy and still active volcano located 60 miles south of the Oregon-California state line. It's also a very popular place to ski, I think. Pretty sure people go there.
On a volcano?
Mount Shasta?
That's kind of weird.
I think there's a ski resort up there. Maybe that's just a lake. Maybe Mount Shasta isn't for skiing. I'm a liar. Okay, anyways.
It's really cool to ski down a volcano.
The mountain rises out of meadows, forests, and flatlands, reaching more than 14,000 feet high. Mount Shasta is not connected to any nearby mountain, and it rises like basically by itself up out of the ground.
Yeah. Boom.
And level ground encircles it. John Muir wrote about it. When I first caught sight of Mount Shasta over the braided folds of the Sacramento Valley, I was 50 miles away and afoot, alone and weary. Yet all my blood turned to wine, and I have not been weary since. And he wrote that in 1874.
That's cute.
What did he mean by that?
I don't know.
Known as one of the 7 sacred mountains on the earth, Mount Shasta has a long history of myth, mysticism, and strange occurrences. These include the lost continents and people of Lemuria and Atlantis apparently might live there still in the mountain. There's a bunch of UFO sightings, extraterrestrial, secret doors to underground installations, literally, and even a hollow earth, apparently. There also have been many Bigfoot sightings in the area, which I actually heard about one of them.
Mount Shasta?
Yeah, Bigfoot. Okay.
Really?
Bigfoot, bitch.
I don't know about that.
But you gotta be on their same frequency. Yeah. I listened to this crazy podcast. Okay. You want to hear about it?
Always.
And who knows? I'm open to a lot of... I'm like, you know what? Anything can be possible at this motherfucking point in our lives, I feel like. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I like people's stories.
Yeah.
This lady who's very spiritual, very meditative, fucking esoteric, spiritual,
yeah, for sure.
She loves Mount Shasta, and she was talking about it on this podcast one time. And she was talking about how she's seen Bigfoots out there, and because you have to raise the vibration of yourself to be on their frequency.
Fucking Christ, I cannot
to be able to see them. And I was like, I could see that. And they flash between the trees, and because they vibrate differently than us. So especially if you're you guys are a bunch of shit, you're not gonna ever see one. I mean, so start believing, just like Tinkerbell. Okay?
I get it. At the same time, I kind of understand that. Yes.
I mean, she's on another level of
so she
whatever.
She can just see between the veils, is what she
basically,
she's trying to say.
She also talks about aliens and
she can just
interacting with all that kind of stuff too. So it's not just I see Bigfoot in the wilderness.
Yeah.
It's
and he comes and eats my
it's crackers. A different kind of story that I've ever heard about seeing a Bigfoot or whatever. So who knows?
Yeah, I can get on board.
Maybe
with that.
She high off the frequencies of Mount Shasta, or maybe she actually fucking sees that shit.
Who knows?
Who knows until you try. Okay, next up we got the Mayan ruins of Tulum, Mexico, overlooking the Caribbean, which is I've actually been here and it is really dope. And it's literally on 39-foot cliffs overlooking the ocean.
That sounds amazing.
All the buildings perfectly capture the sunlight at a certain time to tell them a certain thing, and then it's fucking cool. So anyways, the ruins of Tulum were constructed on the Yucatan Peninsula, 80 miles south of Cancun, and once it was a major seaport for the Mayan kingdom, and it was a huge trading hub for turquoise and jade. And scientists believe that the asteroid that hit the Earth that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago actually landed at present-day Tulum, giving the area very powerful energy. And many nearby resorts offer spa treatments in tandem with naturally energetic properties of the area to promote physical and emotional healing.
Oh, damn.
And that is 8 of the many vortices, energy vortexes of our world. One of them is Garden of the Gods.
Oh, shit.
In Colorado Springs. So, guys,
that place is pretty magical, you guys.
It is. You really do feel a little different there.
No, for sure. It's there's a different energy for sure when you go there.
Same with Estes Park. I didn't read about it being an energy vortex, but it probably is. Especially because it has all that quartz and shit.
Also, mostly because it feels like it's almost like you're kind of funneled into a little bowl, right? Mm-hmm. So that would actually make sense place. That it would be a vortex.
It's a vortex. Strap on your vortexes. It's time for another paranormal. Are you about to see Bigfoot?
Kind of.
Are you about to talk about Bigfoot? Did I premonition your topic?
In the water.
Just put yourself right in your cat's shoes.
If you wore shoes, I would be famous.
You would probably. You should probably put Colonel in shoes. He probably would hate you more.
You're not.
He's pretty pissed at you.
Fucking wrong. All right.
Oh, we never did our fact check.
Oh, you guys, what was our fact check?
Our fact check this week. We had to. All right, we have to tell you guys the truth, okay, about what we said last week. And this is what we found out. First of all,
yes,
there's only 2. Okay? There's only 2 fact checks by our fact checker, Austin Weilmeyer. He says that Beyonce's song is called Upgrade You, not Upgrade Ya, which is probably what I thought it was. And then also, there is in fact a Game Boy iPhone case, and
that's
you can actually
awesome.
play 36 classic Game Boy games onto it. Did you guys know this existed? I didn't, and I'm probably going to need to get that for Christmas. Austin, thanks! Just kidding.
Thank you.
Thanks,
bye.
Austin. Just kidding.
No, seriously, that's pretty amazing. Thank you, Austin.
Yeah.
You are an asset to this podcast.
Thank you for our fact checkers.
It's true.
Facts checks.
Yes.
Checking the facts and
bringing
facting
the
the checks.
Absolutely. Okay, are you ready?
One day he'll sign our checks.
One day he will sign our
because
checks.
he'll be our accountant.
Let's be fucking real about that.
Austin, you're going to be our accountant.
He's going to make the most money off of our success.
Me?
Managers always do, man. They just always do. It's just
Am
fine.
I the manager of 30ish Podcasts?
No, Austin will be, because he will keep us in
Austin.
line.
He will.
And we're like, hey,
I need to take most
you can't
of
do
this.
47 shots with your fans. And we're like, but why? And he's going to be like, because...
Oh my God.
It's
Can
a
you
liability.
imagine on our tours?
Yes, it'll
on our
be.
tours, we'll be like...
It'll be a bad time.
Just kidding. I'm going to hold myself together. I'll hold it together for us.
We're going to have to, Brianna.
I'm going to have to rein you in, Shannon.
You are, because I'm going to be like 5'2" and drinking like, I don't know. I'm going to attempt to drink Jaeger bombs, and I'm going to be like, I'm 23 again. You're like, you're going to throw up on the stage tomorrow.
I'm going to be like,
and you can't do that. And like, I'm 30-ish. So that means 29 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you just mind your fucking business? It's going to be great.
And that's exactly what's going to happen when we go on tour.
It's going to be great.
So let us know when you want that to happen. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Buy our tickets. Okay.
All right. Another paranormal coming at you.
Are you ready?
I'm scared.
Do you want to aim to guess?
Is it about ghosts?
No.
Is it about anything scary?
No.
Is it about...
It's Loch Ness Monster.
Oh my...
It's about Nessie.
You have to be on his frequency.
You
Just
do,
kidding.
though. Okay, so... okay, and already... I'm going to already just go ahead and say this, Austin.
He's not real?
Well, number one, of course he's fucking... Nessie is real.
Oh, of course.
Okay, I've watched the X-Files on it. He's real.
Oh.
And secondly, I'm gonna... During the theory portion of this program... I'm going to mispronounce what dinosaur he is, like, in theory called. So, forgive me. All right? Let's move on.
We forgive you for your mispronunciations.
We
all have them.
Again, I just did not do phonics real well. It's a bad time. Anyway.
I saw a phonics book, and when I was going through... when I was helping my parents get rid of a bunch of old shit, there was, like, a phonics book, and I almost brought it for you.
You should have. I could have learned it.
It was a phonics workbook.
I honestly think that was my problem. I honestly think I was actually, and I still am, dyslexic. No. And I never got treated for it. And so I'm just like, I have a learning disability. So no. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Well, you're doing
it's
great.
To everyone's amusement. Okay, so Nessie, the modern legend of the Loch Ness Monster, is born when a sighting makes local news on May 2nd of 1933. The newspaper Intravenous Courier relates an account of a local couple.
Intravenous, like in your veins?
That's what it says. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, just like heroin. Relates an account.
That'll be the next form of fucking social media. You just inject it into your bloodstream.
What are you taking? The Nessie. It's gonna be great. It relates an account of a local couple who claim to have seen an enormous animal rolling and plunging on the surface. The story of a monster becomes a media phenomenon when London newspapers sending correspondents to Scotland in a circus of offering a £2,000 sterling reward for capture of the beast. So that's how it all kind of starts.
So did people like try to capture him?
Oh, we'll get to that.
Oh God.
In the most adorable way possible.
I bet. With fairy dust and pixies.
Kind of. So of course, most of us have seen like the pictures. One is like the Hugh Gray's photograph taken near.
We all know
foyers of the I think it was like around November of 1933 was the first photograph alleged to depict the monster. It was slightly blurred, and it has been noted that it is one that looks closely like the head of a dog that can be seen. Gray had taken his Labrador for a walk that day, and it is speculated, or it's suspected, that the photograph depicts his dog fetching a stick from the loch. Others have suggested that the photograph depicts an otter or a swan. The original negative was lost. An otter, yeah. The original negative was lost. However, in 1963...
Sure it was.
Maurice Burton came into possession of 2 lantern slides, contact positives from the original negative, and then projected onto the screen, which revealed it was actually an otter rolling at the surface of the... like in its usual otteristic self.
Otteristic self.
That was my own word. That's not what this article claimed. But yeah, so it was indeed an otter. But But the other famous picked, which is the one that we all know, which is the surgeon's photograph. And that is the photo with the creature's head and neck where he's like, it's like that black and white one where he's like standing like up. Yeah.
You can see his long neck.
Right. So it was supposedly taken by Robert Kenneth Wilson, and he was a London gynecologist. I don't know why I had to say it like that. But it was published in the Daily Mail on April 12th of 1934. And he actually refused to have his name associated with it, and it led to be known as the surgeon's photograph. According to Wilson, he was looking at the loch when he saw a monster, grabbed his camera, and snapped 4 photos. Only 2 exposures came out with clear, and the first reportedly shows a small head and back, and the second shows a similar head in like a diving position. The first photograph became well known, and the second attracted little publicity because of its blurriness. And that was that was the main, for 60 years that was the photo that was considered evidence of the monster's existence. Although skeptics dismissed it as driftwood.
It's just driftwood.
So it dismissed it as a driftwood, an elephant, an otter, or a bird.
You guys, that is an elephant in the Lake of Loch, obviously.
Out of those 4 options, a piece of wood, an elephant, an otter, and a bird. 4 of the most things that have nothing in common, but sure, whatever.
Easily an elephant.
Yeah, the photo scale was controversial. It often was shown cropped, making the creature seem larger, and the ripples were like waves, while uncropped, the photo shows the other end of the loch and the monster in the center.
I want to look this picture up.
Yeah, you'll see it. So look up the surgeon's photograph, and you'll be like, oh yeah, I know that one.
The surgeons?
The surgeons. Because even though he wasn't a surgeon, because anybody that's a gynecologist and is a surgeon of your fucking vagina should not be a fucking thing. Jesus Christ. So, let's see, in 1933, the makers of the Discovery Communications documentary Loch Ness Discovered analyzed the uncropped photo and found a white object visible in every version of the photo, implying it was on the negative. It was believed to be the cause of the ripples as the object was being towed. Although the possibility of the blemish on the negative could not be ruled out, an analysis of the full photograph indicated that the object was small, about 2 to 3 feet long. So again, there's I think it was kind of debunked that it was actually a fucking hoax that photo was. So that photo was.
It looks kind of like a hoax. Yeah. It looks very tiny.
So let's just kind of step back and just talk about the lake itself. So the Loch Ness Lake, it lies in the Highland Council area of Scotland, with a depth of 788 feet and a length of about 23 miles long or wide. Loch Ness was the largest volume of fresh water in Great Britain. It lies in the Glen Moor, or Great Glen, which bisects the Highlands and forms part of the system of waterways across Scotland. So now in Scotland folklore,
let's just kind of, again, we're kind of backing up a little bit. So, like, maybe where this kind of creature kind of gave birth. So, in Scotland folklore, large animals have been associated with many bodies of water, from small streams to the largest lakes, often labeled as Loch and Beastie, like on old maps. These water horses, which, have you ever seen that movie, Water Horse?
I haven't seen it, but I want to.
Right. So except it has a little more of a sinister vibe than that water horse.
Oh, okay. The actual story.
Yeah, or they're also called water kelpies. Are said to have magical powers and malevolent intentions. According to one version of the legend, the water horse lures small children into water by offering them rides on its back.
Come, little children.
Precisely. Fill them with candies. And so once the children are aboard...
Wait, the water horse movie's not about that.
No,
he's a nice boy.
It is not.
He's a nice monster.
You ride the water horse around.
And he plays in your bathtub.
And then it's fine. So, this one, once the children are all aboard, their hands become stuck to the beast like fucking candy. And
they're glued.
They are dragged to a watery death.
Wow.
And then, it gets better. By better means worse. And then
okay, I thought so.
Only their livers wash ashore the following day. Like, I don't know why. Just their livers. Because apparently it's just like, so don't drink, kitties, because your livers are going to be gone. So it's a very weird folklore, but it's obviously a cautionary tale for something, right?
That's...
Don't drink when you're 9. Okay?
You don't want your livers to wash up.
Sure don't. Okay, so many early suggestions by foreign zoologists imply that they thought the loch was salt water, which explains suggestions of like some fishes, whales, sharks, and rays like that were in there. Some theories have been...
Are there whales and shit in there?
I don't know. They don't... Mostly what kind of we find out is like mostly what's in there is like freshwater eel. Is mostly what's in there. Some theories have been reinvented independently, showing the ingenuity of each generation of Nessie inventors. For example, the idea that Loch Ness Monster was originally... okay, this is a great one. And I almost didn't put this in but it was so ridiculous. So one person actually said that it was originally a swimming elephant from a visiting circus. It resurfaced 3 times in 1934... 1979 and 2005. And so like each time it was like, it's just a fucking elephant. And it was like a story that somebody just claimed that it was. Each time the person claimed...
they saw it again in those years?
Well, no, they're saying like, so each time the person who claimed the idea was original, and like, we'll dive again into the theories later, but like, everyone was just like, oh no, like it's just a swimming elephant. But each person like claimed that's what it was. Like in like the years of whatever. So we're gonna jump down to some sightings. So there have been sightings of Nessies long before the 20th century. More than 1,000 Loch Ness Monsters encounters are recorded in an official sightings register. The reports go back as far as 565 AD.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, something's in the water.
Clearly, right? Even back then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Way back then, for sure.
So, the first one was, it was a report of a monster in the vicinity of Loch Ness appears in the life of Saint Columbine by, let's see, it was somebody by, they wrote this in the 6th century, or the 6th century AD, writing about a century after the events described. Irish monk Saint Columba was staying in the land of the Picts with his comparisons when he encountered a local residence not buying a man.
What? I was like, what?
I am intoxicated, you guys. Encountered a local residence burying a man, which is not much better, by the River Ness. They explained that the man was swimming in the river when he was attacked by a water beast that mauled him and dragged him underwater despite their attempts to rescue him by boat.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. The beast approached the man, but Columbia, I want to say it's Columba, made the sign of the cross and said, "Go no further. Do not touch the man. Go back at once." The creature stopped as it had been pulled back with ropes and fled. And Columba's men and the Picts gave thanks for what they perceived as a miracle. So they claimed that was the first sighting of the Loch Ness Monster.
And that's Saint Columbo.
Correct.
Because he halted the sea monster.
Yes.
Got it.
Go pass not further.
Perfect. Those are his exact words.
Correct. You heard it from the mouth of Shay. So then hundreds of years later, the legend started to grow after the construction of a road adjacent to Loch Ness was finished in 1933. So giving onlookers kind of just like an obstructed view of the lake. A couple allegedly...
Which they weren't that close before.
No. They could go there by Studebaker.
Perfect.
A couple allegedly saw...
Winnebago.
A couple allegedly saw an enormous animal they compared to a dragon or a prehistoric monster cross in front of their car and disappear in the water. The incident was reported in
It was on land?
Yeah, there are reports of Nessie actually coming on land too. Like just
oh shit,
willy-nilly, just shopping for groceries.
I mean,
seeing the parts. It's
just
no
getting grounded.
100%, just like feeling the earth underneath his slippers. It's all good. The incident was reported on the Scottish...
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. You just go along and mind your day, folks. So yeah, it was reported in the Scottish newspaper, and numerous sightings followed up. Your poor phone.
Why is it so wrapped around this microphone?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
In January of 1934, a motorcyclist, Arthur Grant, claimed to have nearly hit the creature while approaching. I forgot about this one.
Could you imagine driving across the street and a Loch Ness Monster just like casually strolls in front of you? Let that happen to me, Lord. Jesus, take the wheel.
I was eating on this plant and then this fucking monster came in front of me and shook me
must
like
have
a dog.
eaten mushrooms before that.
You fucking know it.
No, it was a real sighting.
Maybe. But nonetheless, I believe him. So
I believe him.
I totally believe him. So, okay, so he almost hit this creature at about 1 a.m. in the morning, on a moonlit night.
That's suspicious.
Yes. According to Grant, it had a small head attached to a long neck. The creature it just looked at him. It saw him. I don't know what that means, but it saw him.
Just looked at him like the T-Rex
and crossed the road back to the loch. Exactly. And just so happens he was a veterinarian student, and he described it as a cross between a seal and a palosaur, which was which I feel like is like...
Those are very different things.
It was the cross between a seal and a giraffe. Perfect. Okay, we got it. Thank you.
Palosaur.
Hey, you know what? I'm a doctor.
It was kind of like a seal mixed with a dinosaur.
Yeah, it was a seal, but it also was a crocodile. Stupid.
Well, that's probably what it looked like.
Yeah. So he said he dismounted and followed it to the loch, but only saw ripples because that's what this... Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, he got in quick.
He produced... And then he also...
He's escaped human eye for fucking millennia.
Don't worry. He had his sketch pad with him. So he produced a sketch of the creature and it was examined by a zoologist, Maurice Burton, who stated it was consistent with what appears to be the behavior of an otter. Regardless of the long size of the creature reported by Grant, it has been suggested that it was...
You saw an otter, not a palosaur seal.
Yes. So he's...
crazy?
Exactly. So it has been suggested that it was a faulty observation due to the poor light conditions.
Oh my god.
That wasn't a hippo you saw. You saw a turtle.
Drunk.
Yeah, pretty much. Paleontologist Darren Nash has suggested that Grant may have seen either an otter or a seal and exaggerated his sighting over time.
Oh.
Sure.
Thanks, dude.
So let's jump to 1960. There was an engineer that filmed a hump that left a wake crossing Loch Ness. Many said that the hump in his photo, I guess in his 40 feet of like film was like, let me say that again. Many said that the hump in his 40 feet of film was a boat after contrast was increased in the photo. But in 1993, Discovery Communications produced a documentary, the Loch Ness Discovery one, with a digital enhanced of the film, and a person who enhanced the film noticed a shadow in the negative, which was not obvious in the developed film. By enhancing the overlaying frames, he found what appeared to be the rear of a body of a creature. So, who's to say?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. This one was my fucking favorite. Okay, so in 1975, 4 firemen from, Hemel Hempstead decided that the monster must be a male, as all monsters usually are. So they built a 3.
All monsters are male.
Yes, because we live in a man's world. So they built.
Sorry, not all monsters are male, but not all males are monsters. Okay, let's just be clear on that. Okay,
I heard this first thing on for 30ish. Okay.
Let's be clear on that, ladies.
Yes.
All monsters are male, but not all males are monsters.
Right. So to combat,
we'll make a T-shirt.
Correct. I like this. I'm into this.
Hashtag paranormal.
Hashtag
history.
So they built a 309-foot long paper mache lady monster to attract Mr. Nessie.
Oh!
It had everything. It had false eyelashes.
Well, obviously.
It had full makeup.
Okay, what year is this?
This was 1975.
Oh my god.
And gave out a pre-recording mating call. Unfortunately, the mating call turned out to be that of the male walrus. So, not unsurprisingly, it didn't tempt Mr. Nessie.
Mr. Nessie don't want a walrus male.
He don't want a walrus vagina.
No,
he wants the Nessie vagina.
He wants that makeup,
so
long eyelashed. Correct. Because that's how monsters do. That's what a monster do.
Yes.
Have you ever read speaking of monsters, have you ever read the lyrics to the Nicki Minaj song Monster?
No.
Because I literally did 2 days ago. So if we want to do that after this segment, we might need to read a little excerpt of the.
That's fine.
Little limerick, if we will.
Let's do a limerick. I'm into that.
Anyways, go on about your monsters.
So it didn't help either when the lady monster got damaged when set afloat on the water. Her behind was flattened by the jetty when a sudden wind blew her sideways, and then her.
Well, that's why he didn't come. That booty got all flat.
Yeah, he didn't about that. He liked the junk in the trunk.
He wanted some junk in the trunk.
So the attempt was abandoned. So I guess she just disintegrated in the water. I don't know. So in 1977...
That's what she was missing, that badonk.
Yeah, the badonk. Anthony Doc Shields camping...
That lock badonk.
The lock badonk. I'm into that. So he was camping next to... I'm not even going to pretend that I'm going to know how to pronounce that. It was a castle near the loch.
Perfect.
And some of the clearest pictures of the monster, and it was like apparently some of the clearest pictures of the monster until this day. He was actually though a magician.
What are those called?
I don't even know. It doesn't give a nickname for him. So a magician and a psychic, that's what he was, claimed to have summoned the animal out of the water. He later described it as an elephant squid, claiming the long neck shown in the photograph is actually the squid's trunk, and the white spot at the base of the neck is its eye. Due to the lack of ripples, it has been declared a hoax by a number of people and received its name because of its staged look, obviously. In May 2007, when Gordon Holmes, a lab technician, took a video when he was described as this jet black thing, about 45 feet long, moving fairly fast in the water, but the video was broadcast by BBC. Scotland, on STV's North Tonight program. The credibility of the video was, however, come into question. Amongst other concerns, the video did not include any objects or features by which the size of the thing could be measured. You can see his
eyelashes.
Yeah, right.
But he's a boy. He doesn't have eyelashes.
He doesn't have eyelashes.
Fucking stupid. Some boys have the best eyelashes.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. So there have been a handful of groups that have formed and disbanded over the years, dedicated to just finding proof of Nessie, but none have been successful. So I think there was like the luck.
They're just trying to they don't want to admit that Nessie's alive. They know she's real.
They know. But
the Scotland Yard knows she's real.
They have to keep that shit on lock.
They gotta literally keep it on lock. Under locks.
Yeah.
Under wraps. Remember that Disney Channel original movie? About the mummy.
Oh, yeah.
He was like their friend.
Adorable.
Anyway, I forgot about that till just now.
That's a good one.
Speaking of the Egypt
one.
The fucking pyramids of Giza.
Yes.
He was probably hanging out there.
Totally.
Once upon a time.
You know that.
Anyway, sorry.
It's
moving
fine.
along.
You're good. Okay, so here's the theories. The most popular explanations of Nessie is that it is a type of marine reptile that died out 65 million years ago.
But still is
i.e.
alive.
the plesiosaurus. I'm sure he's going to correct me on that because I'm a little
The
intoxicated.
plesiosaurus?
The plesiosaurus? It's like Pleasure Island, but it's a saurus.
Or it's
a different kind of X-rated ride at Jurassic Park.
Oh my god. Plesiosaurus.
So this dinosaur lived...
This is adults only.
So this dinosaur lived the same age as the dinosaurs, but are not technically deemed to be dinosaurs themselves, which is kind of weird. Yeah.
They're outcasted dinosaurs?
It's like a different... Yeah, it's a different
bracket. You guys
bracket.
are kind of dinosaurs, but it was like after...
But you know what? You can't sit with us, okay? So...
You can't.
No, you don't wear pink, so you can't fucking sit with us, so the problem with the theory is that the plesiosaurus was cold-blooded creatures. They were cold-blooded creatures, and the waters of the Loch Ness would be too cold for them to survive.
Gotcha, bitch.
Also, you usually need more than one dinosaur to make more dinos.
Yeah.
So, unless it's just a prototype from Jurassic Park. So, you don't need a fucking another dinosaur.
Yeah, why is it... Well, how do they know that there's only one? What if it's different ones they're seeing over these years? But why do they think there's one dinosaur
because they
monster?
Were just because that's what
because it's a lake,
right? But they're like, why would just one surface at a time? That was their big thing. It's like, why would only one be there? Like they're just like, hey Bob, you go up. It's your turn.
Maybe they take turns breathing. Maybe there's only like 3 of them. You know, maybe they're very independent creatures. We don't know about them,
and they haven't just lived for 1,000 years.
We don't call them at home.
We don't call them at home.
We don't speak to the dolphin. We don't speak to the Nessie. We don't call them at home. You guys know that's wrong?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
We're just throwing our phones around. It's fine.
We're just like fucking doing whatever we want.
It's fine. Okay, so now one paranormal investigator thinks he knows why there hasn't been actual evidence found of the beast, and it involves the Netflix nostalgic hit in Stranger Things.
Uh-oh.
Have you watched the whole thing yet?
No.
What? How are you not binging this shit?
What
episode are you on?
I'm on partially the last season.
But like,
I
what
keep
episode?
falling asleep.
Shut up.
I know. I am a weird.
But you know what? These two do not like. My sister and fucking her wife don't watch it either. They can't get into it.
I can't either. Like I'm like it's nice, but it's like so too much. It's like too much for me.
It's nostalgic, man.
I enjoy that part, but then it's like okay, this is
too much
just
with the monsters
like,
and stuff.
Guys, not that I'm like scared of it.
No,
it's just like
too over the top for you.
This is just really. You guys could have.
Okay, that's fair.
I would have done a better job. Okay.
Would you? Jesus.
Y'all know that. Mm-hmm. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It's great. It's awesome. I'm running up that hill. Yeah. I'm fucking whatever she says.
100%.
You know?
Up the hill. yeah, I'm sure. I'm like, poor Kate Bush. I'm like, you know what? She's actually probably like, fucking finally.
Yeah, she's probably richer than she's ever been in her entire
100%.
life because of Stranger Things.
So
she better be getting paid. Hopefully that shit,
hopefully
like,
she gets royalties
she's not on
shit.
some weird, like, 80s fucking contract still that she gets fucked because she's a woman from the 80s. You get a nickel
for every time we don't play it, so figure it out. Yeah.
She has like a statute of limitations or some shit where, you don't get fucking money for this anymore, bitch.
That sucks. You're white and you're a woman. That sucks.
Bye.
Yeah. So
what?
So in Stranger Things, the gang of heroes face off against a creature from a pocket of universe known as the Upside Down, and like Scott Ron Halliday believes this could be a clue as to where Nessie disappears to. He said scientists have suggested there could be other universes, and somehow our world interacts in these other worlds through, like, they interact with these other worlds through portals. He goes on.
Oh, just like an energy vortex.
Yes, exactly. Which is kind of relevant, right? Mm-hmm. So with the Loch Ness Monster, people could be seeing a dinosaur that existed in the past. They may see something that looks solid but isn't actually in our world. That can spread across a whole range of things, such as UFO sightings.
But, like, why do they... Well, yeah. But...
Right. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who's to say?
Who knows? Maybe he's, like, on the frequency.
Yeah. So, however, a DNA survey of the lake in 2018 revealed no large fish or reptiles. However, the professors conducting the service did find a lot of eel DNA. The researchers conceded that it was possible that the Loch Ness Monster was, in fact, just a very large eel. But that's not very exciting.
No, and that would not look like that.
No.
An eel wouldn't have its... I mean, maybe they're weird eels.
They think that all of those pictures are hoaxes, or they're just...
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you're trying to, like, see something that's not really there.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, like, according to the country's tourism board... and businesses around Loch Ness, it's determined that the monster adds roughly 54 million to the Scottish economy in a typical year. So
they're fine with it.
Yeah, they're gonna say like the eel theory is bullshit because they're like, it's a fucking dinosaur.
Don't you guys know?
It's not an eel.
It's the dinosaur. Take a look.
It's in a book.
The Reading Rainbow. Did you guys see my post the other day about the lady singing that again?
No.
You didn't see that?
No.
Oh my god. It was the lady singing it like last week.
I don't know
it
why.
Was like at this poet's like thing.
It's like whenever I hear that song I just feel safe.
Literally, it's
you know
like
what I mean? It's so pure.
You're right. You fucking do.
You just feel safe.
She was probably an angel.
She probably was. You just in that like 30 minutes of time, you were just like you just felt safe.
You did. That and Mr. Rogers, you know?
Yeah. That's
Those
fair.
two.
Those two. Fucking love Warburton.
We won't talk about Sesame Street right now though because they're on our shit list. Have you heard about the Sesame Street shit?
No.
Sesame Street place.
There was something about that. What was going on with that?
One of the they're historically at Sesame Street Place, like which is like a theme park for Sesame Street or something.
I don't know.
Like they literally there's dozens and dozens of videos of them skipping over the black kids and only like hugging and paying attention to the white kids. Like, so many videos of it. It's like, okay, guys. Way to be fucking obvious and weird and fucked. And not anymore, motherfuckers. Fuck you.
100%. No.
Anyways. Okay, wow. Loch Ness Monsters.
Yes. All the things.
Little ETs in puppy form.
Yes.
Which is Shay's dog. All right, well, I hope you liked our double dose of paranormal. That was
unexpected but amazing.
Unexpected, yes, it was great.
Okay.
So it's that time of evening where we roll the dice, guys. We roll the dice to choose our topics for the next week, and we should usually remember them.
Yeah, I
got lucky this time.
Let's see if I remember mine. Oh, wow, that
number
was...
Number 3.
That was...
Is that food?
I'm pretty sure it's food. I don't have my thing. But go ahead and roll. It's food.
It is. Okay, ready?
Yep.
We're rolling the dice. Number 4.
Wow, it kind of sticks really hard,
History?
doesn't it? Beep, 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 beep. Let's see.
Oh my god, what is she doing? She's
hyperactive.
Eating the chair.
3 was food, 4 is history. Yep.
Hell yeah, it's like we remember. It's like we've been doing this for like 3 years.
100%.
Hey, did you guys know we've been doing this for like 3 years? And we really thank you because we started it because we wanted to do something as some 30-year-old-ish people. And we were like, let's start a fucking podcast. And 3 years later, here we are.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
We're having a great fucking time.
Love it.
Hope you guys are having a good time. You keep listening, so thank you. And we love you.
Yeah, we do.
You know that.
We do.
And to give my spiel, especially if this is your first time listening, make sure you follow us on Instagram and you rate and review us on Apple iTunes.
Please do it.
Apple Podcasts. And we love you and we thank you. And I guess we'll see you next time on 30th.